Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Staying in the Light podcast. Your host, Kaiser. Today, we're going to talk about the significance of this day. It really was called All Saints Day because it's a day that you honor your dear and departed. All Saints Day is a day you honored your departed. You have to have a day to recognize your ancestors to be balanced because they are in you. That's the DNA in you. So you have to honor that. However, it's been turned into something else, and you know what that is. It's like, to me, it's like demon worship. When you have little children that dress up like demons. Not that, anyway, let's stay on topic. Now, in this celebration from my ancestors, from Iberia Peninsula, and it's still celebrated among they call themselves Latino community. But that's really was. My ancestors were Latino because they spoke Spanish. They're the first generation, and they was a Moorish descendant. The people who call themselves Latinos now are not Moorish. Well, they are Moorish descent, but it's more of a mixture of European than Moors. In other words, they are children. They don't look like us, for the most part. This topic is so diverse, it's kind of difficult to stay on topic, but I'm going to do my best. And again, this is from my spirit, my research, the thing I know. So you do your research, you are going to come out to finding the truth of what's being said. So don't believe me. Do your research. Yeah, we call it Dia de la Muerte. Dia de la Muerte, Day of the Dead. You have to honor your dead. What kind of person are you if you don't honor your dead? Man, my let's say my tribe or my descendants, we have altars. We keep altars honoring our dear and departed. We remember them always, not just one day. Do you know your ancestors can assist you and guide you? When you get a thought, you don't know where it came from. You know where it came from? The ancestors were there within you. So you can say God, because everything comes from God. The term you use is God, G-O-D. We don't use that term to signify the supreme being. It's a title anyway, it's not a name. So this should be a holy day. This should be a holy day. That don't mean you have to mourn. Some people have festive, just like what's happening now in Mexico and South America. They have festivities. They've been doing it for the past week. Yeah, but it's festive, enjoying life. Why you have a festivities enjoying life? Because you're celebrating the ancestors. You recognize they existed and they had, in other words, the celebration you're doing is for them because they can't do it anymore. To make it very plain, you're eating, you're having uh, festivities for that part of you. They live in you, part of you, they're dead. You bring them to life with festive celebration, eating the food they like. But in all, you're celebrating the Creator. Because He should be the prime person in your mind, in all your celebration and all your activities. The Creator is the person you always want to have on your mind. And that's going to take me to another topic that I have to discuss. And this topic is idolatry. I'm going to give you a plain understanding of what this idolatry really is. It is worship of anything outside of the Creator. That's idolatry. It can be your car, your house, your money. If your mind is more on that, money, mind on my money. Who's that say that? Was that 50 Cent? My mind on my money on my mind. Then you're practicing idolatry. Your mind should be on the Creator, giving thanks for the bountiful blessings you have, because you have life. If you got a burning hatred for anybody, that's idolatry. If you got TDS, you're an idolatrous. Because that person become more important than the Creator. So you need to get balance. And the way you get balance is you say, well, whatever happens, it was meant to happen. People are brought in here to do things because they're supposed to be done. It don't mean you gotta like it or enjoy it, but you are not in control. Your hatred is taking you further and further away from the Creator. That's another reason why you shouldn't hate anybody. Because at that time you're hating somebody, you are making them more important than the Creator. Your mind should be focused on giving thanks and honor and praises to your Creator. The good part of you. When you hate, despise, or recognize other things than the Creator, you're serving that negative side of you. You're serving it. And it can't serve you. It can only serve you negatively, meaning hatred, you're gonna attack hatred. going to attack all the things you do not want in life. If you continue to hate, you're bringing that to you because you're vibrating on that level. When you vibrate on the highest level of love of the Creator, you're going to bring that to you as well. That's why I say our advantage to always keep the Creator in mind, not just Him in mind, but the qualities that He or she represent. So you see how dangerous hatred is? I had a girlfriend once, and she visited me, and we went out. And one of the first things I had to tell her, because she made a comment how she hated something. I said, don't hate anything. What's wrong with you? Why do you hate anything? You might dislike it in passing, but don't focus on things you hate. People use that word too freely, too much. That's idolatry if you continue to live in that realm of what you hate. It's hard for me to even talk to some people that I know because they got TDS. And I'm sure you can figure out what those acronyms means. The media definitely got it and has had it for years. And it's infected the people. So the solution is to not hate anything or anybody, to have love in your heart. And I don't say forgive everybody. No. Only God can forgive. How can you forgive people? You pray for them that they come to seek forgiveness. See how they got everything twisted around? You don't hate them, but you can't forgive something people have done an offense. It's done to the God. It's not done to you. It's done to the Creator. So how can you forgive something that they offended the Creator? If they hate somebody, they offended the Creator. You can't forgive them for that. What's going on, Kitty, Elois, or Eliza, Elsa. Yeah, Elsa. I had to tell my friend, because she been knowing me for years and years and years. And she used the word greeting me, Hello. I was offended because I never use that word. I try to refrain from using that word. Why would you bring a greeting of something that represents death, destruction? Yeah, Hell doesn't represent anything good. So why would you bring that to a greeting to somebody? Just look at the word. Look at the words you use. Is there any goodness in the word? Is there any elevation of your consciousness in the word you use? If not, don't use that word. You welcoming somebody to your dark place. Your dark place where you live at, where there's gnashing of teeth. You see how common something unnatural has become? Everybody that does it, it's an international word. But look at the meaning of it. The first four letters tell you that's not a good word to use. If you just think and stop following what everybody else does. And I see people who should know better. I'm talking about rabbis, high officials. They're greeting people with a four-letter word. Showing they have not thought about what they're saying. It's just what people do. It just become normalized. So that shows you because something is common do not mean it should be normal. But when you greet someone, it should be for uplifting, not for bringing them down. But how can you bring somebody up with a four-letter word that describes the down under? People do not think. And that's a form of idolatry. Going with the mind flow of everybody else. That's a form of idolatry as well. So try to do your own study and follow your higher self and stop serving the lower self. You want a better world? You want things to change? You got to change the way you think. Well, I'm included, me, we. I'm not above you all. There's only one that's perfect, and that's the higher being. And we want to be like him. Didn't you know the scriptures say we should strive for perfection? So what's this common saying people say is nobody's perfect? Well, you should try to be perfect because that's what the scripture says. If the scripture most people identify with, call themselves, says you should try for perfection. But you're so eager to dismiss that and say, oh, nobody's perfect. That's idolatry. You're going against what the Creator taught you. He said, be perfect like me. It's something you should be striving for. I will never tell anybody I'm not perfect. Shame on me if I'm not. Why not? Don't mean that I am, but I'm striving for it. I'll tell somebody I'm striving for perfection. I won't tell somebody I'm not. I'll tell I'm striving for perfection. But the way of the world is that, oh, nobody's perfect. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Total insanity, idolatry. Well, that's my message for today from the mind of somebody who knows. And you'll know if you do your research. Thank y'all for stopping by. Your intelligent comments, I appreciate that. Even though I know you meant well by your greetings, I just had to elaborate on it. The proper way of greeting somebody is just say greetings. Yeah, just greetings. I learned that many, many years ago in my youth. Okay, that's it. No questions. You have comments when you come on a replay, kindly put them in the comments and I will answer them. I will get around to answering them.